Hello, my lovelies. It is I, Runa. Hello. Welcome to my channel. This fine day. So, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a lovely equinox and Mabon season. And I hope everybody enjoyed their full moon that passed before. Now, I believe it's about the new moon here. So, I hope everyone has good plans for this. If you do, feel free to leave them in the comments. Either way, or tell me what you did over the full moon or whatever else. Love to hear from you, definitely. So, today, I would like to talk about something that a few days ago I wasn't planning on really staying outside for too long. I was actually taking a walk before a ritual. I often like to do that. Take a walk, whether I use music or not, just to clear my head, wind away from whatever I was really doing beforehand, and just take that time for me, I guess. Time to prepare and everything. It really helps when, say, you just got off the phone, or I just got done doing something or whatever else, and I just feel like I need to ground and wind down from everything. And it was a beautiful night, gorgeous night. I could not have asked for a better night. And the moon was high, the stars were out, it was clear. I don't think there was one single cloud in the sky, and if I had a camera that would have captured that, you best believe I would have taken pictures for you. But I just found myself so captivated in that moment. And I was about to do ritual with Lucifer, actually. And I've noticed oftentimes, before I go to do ritual with him, if I'm not entirely sure what exactly we will be talking about, because I work with him a lot, as, if you might have seen in videos months ago, I made a pact with him. I work with him very regularly. He is a wonderful spirit. And we don't always have a set plan going in. It's what comes forward, what needs to be dealt with in that moment, what needs to be talked about. We're just bonding in those particular rituals, at least. Other times, and there's a whole plan in place, a whole procedure set up, intricacies and everything, as it should be for certain things like that. But I have the relationship with him where I let him dictate that at times, and I needed a reminder of this particular thing I'm about to share with you. And as I was looking up at the stars, I didn't feel myself pulled in toward my ritual space or anything. So one thing I've noticed, if a spirit is especially eager to talk to me, or really wants my attention in the moment, or is excited or patient or whatever else, like wants me to hurry up and get my butt in the chamber, essentially, I will feel that pull. It will come off as a very like rushed sort of a feeling, like a magnetism sort of thing. Hurry up, get in ritual sort of a feeling, if that makes any kind of sense. But I wasn't getting that. And it's what drew me to stay outside for a good while, actually. I was probably out there for about 20 minutes. And I had only been out, I'm planning to be out there for maybe 6 or 7, however long it took me to do a lap around where I live. And I was just called to take a moment. When you look at the moon or the stars, what do you think about? I was thinking about a lot of things. Many things come to mind whenever I look up at those types of celestial bodies above and such. But I hadn't really stopped to fully think about this in depth before. Looking up at the moon in particular, and the stars that followed, but the moon was what caught my attention immediately, since it was so clear and so bright, was how many lifetimes have I looked at the moon prior to this one? What did my ancestors think when they looked up at that very same moon in the sky? What were they doing? What were their lives like? What struggles did they have? What were they thinking about as they peered up at the stars in that moment? What stopped them to take a moment to revel in the light above? What made them stop? Did they feel peace? Were they in a place to appreciate that peace that goes with just taking a second to silence the mind and think about just how infinite it all feels? I've often heard people say, like through Facebook, other people on YouTube, whatever else, over the years, like, if you ever feel lonely, look up at the moon. Because there's somebody out there looking up at the moon too. And you're not alone. You're both doing that, and you're together in that moment. And thinking about that, along with this revelry, had me thinking about the idea that time is not really what we think it is. In this very moment, I'm looking up at the moon as someone else is, in their own reality, and perhaps in this very moment, in a different lifetime, they're looking up at the moon, or I'm looking up at the moon as well. But time is complex. It is all just one, not here nor there, and it is vast. The world and universe is vast. There's another feeling that came to mind during this bit of revelry. This feeling of vastness, but feeling of smallness. The idea of how many people have looked up at this moon at this very moment, or before me, is one way to think that I am one tiny speck of some kind of stardust in this universe. But at the same time, I am this universe. I am looking at it through these eyes, looking up at the stars, perceiving this beauty. I am all and I am nothing. I am everything and I am nothing. I am vast and I am small. A feeling of oneness and a feeling of independence. It was a complex feeling. It was something I needed. All my worldly troubles melted away in that moment. I stopped caring about the drama between friends, the drama in my family, the insecurities that haunt me at times. I stopped thinking about all of that. Never before had I felt so connected to the times of old and to witches of the future, but especially those before me. I felt very connected to my ancestors in that time, my past lives. Because how many things, how many tears did they have to weep? How much blood did they have to shed? How many beads of sweat did they have to let dribble down their faces and bodies to get me to this point right now? What did they do? And what am I doing? I hope this provokes thought in you, as it has me. It sent me on a trip of thoughtfulness and pondering. It did then too. They're just questions that tend to silence everything. They silence the hustle and bustle in the minds of people today and let you think about different things like that. Let me know what you think about all this. Any thoughts come to mind if this even made sense to you? It's almost a strange thing, but it was something I needed to hear. The bottom line, I am everything and I am nothing. I am vast and I am small, minuscule. But above all, I am the universe and the universe is me. Let me know what you think. I'm anxious to hear feedback on this. This might not even make sense to some people. Who knows? But let me know. I'm eager to hear. So, thank you for listening to this little rambling. Much appreciated. Well, I hope you have a lovely night, lovely new moon, and blessed be.